Thompson with it. Picked up by Suggs. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Here's Suggs. Murray left side. 4 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now Suggs pushing it up. No one to stop him.
Well, this is where Suggs is most dangerous, when he gets a little room to operate.
Pass to Levine. Lets it go with the 3. They get it back. The 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Here's Suggs. And it's Derek White with the rebound. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
I love how hard Klingon works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation. And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Fires the 3. Again, Levine missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. Pass to Walsh. Gets a hand on it. Adebayo on the follow. Adebayo's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's exactly what Adebayo's out there to do off the ball. Work the glass and get his team second chance opportunities.
To the inside. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
A 2-time Dunk champion, Zach LaVine can hammer it down, Coach, or he can bury one from 3.
Well, that's right, Kevin. And look, he came into the league with that great athletic ability, and we all marveled at it. But this guy's really gone to work on his skills, and he's become one of the most efficient shooters in this league from any range on the floor. This guy has gone from great athlete to great play.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Walsh. No scoring in this one. Count it.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Levine for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, Levine is a volume three-point shooter for a reason. More often than not, he's going to make that.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Back to Klingon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And really the only question going forward for Klingon, can he keep up with the foot speed in the NBA?
It's Suggs with the drive.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Out to Brooks. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Thompson. And he slams it down right on top of Bam Adebayo.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Suggs looking around. Can't hit from in close. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play.
The visiting team.
They're up by 3.
17.
And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Oh, look at that.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Outside, Suggs. And Zach LaVine pulls it down. And the Cavaliers with possession. They trail by 1. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Poked away. Pass to Thompson. Outside, LaVine. And a miss there on the triple.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Light covering. Back to Caldwell Pope. Now Suggs. Some solid defense from Grant.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim. That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Over LaVine. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, when they're playing off you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Coach, I know you're familiar with Caldwell Pope's game from coaching him early in his career.
Yeah, look, Kevin, and he's just continued to get better and better. And like most veteran guys, he's just gotten smarter with the experience that he has. This is a guy who plays with great energy. He's in great shape, and he is tough as heck and is not going to make many mistakes. Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Grant outside. Trying to get something going. And the dunk by Grant.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And LaVine with the slam.
Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ. Zach LaVine reminding us of what he can do.
It's Suggs with the drive. Can't connect from short range.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
Driving inside. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
For three. And it's Suggs missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end. And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
There's the screen. Here's Suggs. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Suggs has got 14 points.
So often, Suggs is used to initiate offense. But tonight, he's been on the finishing end time and time again.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter. And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Well, I like when Suggs takes initiative on offense. These drives to the rim help get him going.
Outside, LaVine. "32 seconds left to play here in the half.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Suggs with the ball. 16 points for him. 5 on the clock. Sweet move. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. The deep three from LaVine. Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force for Cleveland. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. The lead is 2.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
For the lead, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
Well, one thing with Levine, you love the way he can attack at all three levels on the floor.
Here's Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Cavaliers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Suggs. And the 3 ball is good. Suggs has got 8 points in the quarter.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that one is good from Suggs.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Levine up top. Get the shot. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Caldwell Pope outside. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Thompson. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Levine for 3, and the dunk by Stewart.
Look, Levine is such a gifted scorer that it opens up so much for him out of pick and roll action. And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Schroeder outside. Brooks down low. Pass to Schroeder. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And they're pushing it up. Outside, Suggs. Outside for Murray. Off target from outside.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pass to connect. To the paint. Klingon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul. And sometimes the best option is to foul Klingon and take your chances sending him to the line.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
2 minutes.
Here's Suggs. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Suggs has got 29.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
We know Dennis Schroeder is a great pro, Stan, but he might be even better playing internationally.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, and there's a few guys like that. We saw it with Dennis Schroeder, that when they're playing for their country, maybe it's the role they have or the confidence that their teammates and coaching staffs have in them at that level, but Dennis Schroeder takes over when he's playing for Germany.
Now, Laravia. Scoreless thus far. Pass to connect. Here's Klingon. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. Here's Suggs. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Cleveland trails by 3. Pass to connect. Out to the wing. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To the wing right side. Now, here's Suggs. He's got 34. And Suggs throws it down.
Everything is working for Suggs offensively at the moment. This is a very encouraging sight to see.
Back to Schroeder. It's deflected. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? They're up by 5. And when we return, and with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what Coach is looking for.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Cleveland moving the ball around. Thompson outside. Clock at 4. And he drives in, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
Caldwell Pope outside. No good from outside. Cleveland trails by 3. And here's Thompson. Shoots. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Substitution for the away team. Number 2, Danny Wolf.
Here's Suggs. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Wolf. Trying to find Suggs and gets it to him. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
A drive by Thompson.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Suggs with the ball. Here's Walsh. Oh, good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Looking to end his cold spell. And Levine with the slam.
Levine shows off his toughness there, powering through contact.
To end the cold streak. And that one drops for him. Suggs has got 38 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Levine outside. Shoots the three. It's good.
That gives him his second three of the half with 3 total for the game.
Suggs. Basket is good.
Well, he's got that clutch gene in him. Suggs digging deep when they needed it.
Here's Levine. Now Stewart. Now Thompson. Levine buries the deep ball.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Suggs. Strong move off the glass.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
Levine outside. The long shot, no good. .143 left to play here in the fourth. Suggs leaves it in off the window. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Levine outside. And get the three.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Thompson. Oh, wow, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible. Nice job there by Levine making the extra pass and putting it on the money.
And he makes that one count.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
Levine outside. Shoots. Can't get it.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Walsh. Suggs. And the layup is off. And George Johnson with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now White for three. No good from three. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the